thanks for having us out here to, I'd say, your humble home, but your little palace.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, at home, it's a good part of the world, really. Nice fresh air. I love it out here.
Now, Boomer. How did Boomer come about? I've heard a few stories, but can you just confirm where you got the nickname?
Yeah, Boomer's been around for a long time, since I was 7 years old. My first year of football, so I was 7 playing under 11s, obviously being small anyway. I was a lot smaller than the other 10-year-olds at 7. And it was presentation night, presentation day, I should say, and the coach's wife gave out a trophy and she said, this one goes to Boomer. And nobody got up. And she goes, come on, Boomer, get up. And she goes, well, Brent Harvey, you won it, come and get it. But growing up with the same bunch of guys for the next 4 or 5 years, it just stuck.
Now, it was a pretty strong era for North Melbourne, the mid to late 90s. Carey, Archer, Stevens, McKernan, Bell. A pretty intimidating side and an intimidating team to be in and around.
Yeah, it was. And it was intimidating, but at the same time, it was absolutely fantastic because I learned a lot of my stuff that I still live by now from those guys. You know, the way Johnny Blakey prepares for not only games but training, the way Anthony Stevens trains and just the person he is. Adam Simpson was there, who I've taken a lot from. Then you've got Archer, Carey, Longmire, Brett Ellison. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on. And you just take a little bit from everybody and try to mould that into your football and in life as well. And I'd like to think that that's held me in pretty good stead over a long period of time.
Well, that feeling's got to be as good as it gets, Boomer.
It is. That's what we play football for. That feeling is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and I loved every second of it.
How many times have you watched that one back?
It's funny. I've only watched it in recent years, and I was with my son Cooper, and we watched it over 3 or 4 nights. We just to watch a quarter here and there. It's been in the background of a couple of places I've been, and you sort of keep an eye on it, and you know, and stuff like that. But I haven't sat down and watched the game in full, other than the once.
What are your memories of playing for Victoria?
Yeah, I can remember it quite. I was very young. I was 21 years old, and I got a late call up. I think the likes of Robert Harvey and I can't remember. There was 3 or 4 blokes that pulled out of the team, and we got the late call up. And I thought, beauty, I can go train with all these guns, and loved it. Trained for 3 or 4 nights, and it was fantastic. Training at the G with, you know, Gary Hocking, who I used to barrack for Geelong. So you know, Brett Ratton, all these guys.
And it was a good thing for you. 5 goals, a hanger. Setting up Matty Lloyd for goals all day. Yeah, it was, as I said, I think the rain helped me a little bit. I started on the bench. A fantastic day. Fantastic day to be involved in. I'd love to see State of Origin back, just because I know how I felt as a 21-year-old, and I know what guys would feel, you know, now about playing for their state. But yeah, started on the bench, quickly come on the ground. I think I might have snuck a cheeky little goal, so they've kept me on because it was raining. You're the last person to win an E.J. Whitten medal. That must be pretty dear to your heart.
Yeah, it is. I guess if they don't bring State of Origin back, I'll be the last person. And I guess not only for me, but the kids and the grandkids, and you know, going forward, my name will be the last name on the list. And I guess it means a lot for sure. Did
you receive any or many offers from other clubs to move throughout your career?
Honestly,
honesty, best policy.
Yeah, I have. Of course, I have.
I've heard one club. I've heard at least one club. Do you want to?
It was a Melbourne-based club.
Melbourne-based club, and in close proximity to sort of North Melbourne, where we train.
It wasn't too far away, and look, it was a fantastic offer too. Something that you just really got to think about, and then driving in the car one day, you just realise I'm not going to leave this football club for any amount of money, and it's exactly how it was. I rang my manager and said, "Don't ring me about that ever again," and that's how it's worked.
So you've knocked back offers of around about 100 plus a year more. Let's say 150 a year more, just to stay, not just to, but to stay at North Melbourne.
Yeah, and I guess that's what I've learned from those players that I mentioned earlier in Simpson, Archer, Stevens. That loyalty is something that I live by, not only with my football, but my life and my family and my friends.
E.J. Whitten medalist, club best and fairest premierships. What's your proudest footballing achievement?
I think my proudest football achievement is playing in a premiership. I've been lucky enough to do that. I was so naive, though, that I thought it was going to happen again. So my biggest award that I've won is life membership at the North Melbourne Football Club. I think it's something that I hold really close to me. It means I've been, again, loyal to.
You captain the country?
Yeah,
this playing international rules more than most, or as much as any other, but the club life membership?
Yeah, I think that shows loyalty. And again, that's what I'm about. That's the biggest thing that I hold closest to me, because I've been loyal to our football club and I'm a life member. It means I've played, there for 10 plus years, and I think that's good.